This is 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 29 to 35 in the KJV, and this is what it reads. But this I say, brethren, that the time is short, and it remaineth, that both they that have wives be as though they had none, and they that weep as though they wept not, and they that rejoice as though they rejoice not, and they that buy as though they possess not, and they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away. But I will have you without carefulness. He that is unmarried care for the things that belong to the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, how he may please the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. But he that is married careth for the things that are of the world, how he may please his wife. There is difference also between the wife and the virgin. The unmarried woman care for the things of the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, that she may be holy both in the body and the spirit. But she that is married careth for the things of the world, how she may please her husband. In this I speak for your own profit, not that I may cause a snare upon you, but for that which is comely, and that ye may attend upon the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai without distractions. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. Yahweh is the Most High God, and Yahushai is who the world innately calls Jesus the Christ. I want to give double honors to the elder apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who rule well and teach well through the Spirit. And a mighty shalom to the hopeful elect that are scattered four corners of the earth in the same Spirit, teaching His word and believing His word, Lord willing that they can continue to endure and be sincere. And shalom to the Akwat Yom that are believers of His faith and His truth, Lord willing that you continue to pursue your lot, which is being a loving and silent and virtuous wife. And Lord willing, the Most High have mercy on the other brothers and sisters that is not in the faith. The Spirit led me to this. The title of this lesson is, don't be too distracted of the things of this world, right? But I might change the title. But again, Lord willing, this is edifying through the few precepts I bring out. Now I'm going to read 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 29 to 35 in the NLT, just so it can stick on us. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 29 in the NLT. But let me say this, dear brothers and sisters, that the time that remains is very short. So far now on, those with wives should not focus only on their marriage. Those who keep or who rejoice or who buy things should not be absorbed by their weeping or their joy or their possessions. Those who use the things of the world should not become attached to them. For this world, as we know it, will soon pass away. I want you to be free from the concerns of this world. An unmarried man can spend his life doing the Lord's work and thinking how to please Him. But a married man has to think about his earthly responsibilities and how to please his wife. His interests are divided. In the same way in the same way a woman who is no longer married or who has never been married can be devoted to the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai in holy in body and in spirit. But a married woman has to think about her earthly responsibilities and how to please her husband. I am saying this for your benefit, not to place restrictions on you. I want you to do whatever will help you serve the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai best, with as few distractions as possible. Right? That was a good point. There's nothing wrong with being married, but you have to understand when you do get married, man or woman, you start to attend to your responsibilities, your earthly duties, especially a woman. But first, talking to the men, just because you get a wife, don't be distracted on just her. Don't be distracted on your children. Don't be distracted on the things of the world. We can use the world, but don't abuse the world. Don't abuse the things on this side too much, because this place will soon pass away. Don't get attached to them. You could be attached to your wife like Lot's wife, and she might not even make it. You got to make your call and election sure. And the more that we cleave and seek on Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, our loved ones would be motivated to doing the same as you. They're going to be attracted to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, right? For you women, your role was to be under a man, right? But when you see that a single woman, she dedicate herself to the Lord, even to the ministry, doing things for the brothers, right? But a woman that's a wife, you need to do things to keep you occupied, to pleasing Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai too, right? Yes, it is being a nourisher to your husband, which is your order, but even more believing in the Lord, praying to the Lord, right? You got your eyes open for the prophecy, especially when the men of the Lord is bringing it out, or when your husband bringing it out. You attend to those lessons and you try to be into it. Just like you into a movie or a TV show, you want to be into it. The same way we put our affection on one another, a man be affectionate or loving or catering or whatever he does to his women, that same attitude and affection should be towards the Lord. A lesson I did. We need to be more affectionate to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. How a woman is affectionate and nourishing and touching to her husband and her children, she need to be double time affectionate towards Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. And it does get hard because we're in the flesh, but there's no excuses. If you want the kingdom, you're not going to make excuses, right? I think I'm going to get, I just said something now that's making me think of something. Where is it? Is it Luke 14? Salaki family. Okay, I'm going to read this first because it goes into the excuses. This is Luke chapter 14 and verse 18, going into the marriage. It says, and they all with one consent began to make excuse. The first said unto him, I have bought a piece of ground, and I must needs go and see it. I pray thee, have me excused. And another said, I have bought 5 yoke of oxen, and I go to prove them. I pray thee, have me excused. And another said, I have married a wife, and therefore I cannot come. So that servant came and showed his lord these things. Then the master of the house, being angry, said to his servant, go out quickly into the streets and lanes of the city, and bring in hither the poor, and the maiden, and the halt, and the blind. And the servant said, Lord, it is done as thou hast commanded, and yet there is room. Right? The Lord has called us. If we were making excuses on our wives, our kids, our business, and all this other thing, we're making the Lord angry, you know? And if we love, you know, especially you men, you love your wives, your children, the things that you have more than Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, you can't be a disciple. You can't be a leader of the Lord's church, right? Because the other sheep, what do a lot of us do? We follow the leader. We follow what somebody else is doing. You know, our eyes, right? This is Luke, the 14th chapter. The 8th chapter, right? I'm going to just go straight to the point because this is going to the pleasures of this world. You know, that would get us caught up, or we'll be distracted, because when we start losing the things of this world, now we want to fumble the spiritual bag. You know, you might lose a loved one in your life, your girl or your kid, or just anything, and just naturally. And it might cause you to slack or be even lazy, right? You might lose your job, and it might make you get out the spirit. You might not want to read. You, as a man, you might not want to teach. Oh, I'm not going to teach until I get a job. I'm not going to do this until I get my house in order, right? We get our house in order. We get all these other things that the Lord would give us when we put him first. This is Luke chapter 8 and verse 14. In that which fell among thorns are they, which when they have heard go forth, and are choked with cares and riches and pleasures of this life, bring no fruit to perfection, right? And some of those pleasures is a woman, brother. Some of those pleasures is men, right? For you sisters. And there's nothing wrong. That's why he said, Paul didn't say he was trying to put this as a snare, as a trap. We're not wrong if we get a wife, or you got a husband, or if you got multiple wives. But when you go back to 35, especially I'm going to read it in the NLT because it made it plain for you guys. It says, I am saying this for your benefit, right? All of this was just for our benefit. He's not telling you to be single. Now, if you was single, hey, it's better that you stay single. Some people are made to be eunuchs where they never was touched by a man. as a woman, being a virgin, or a man being a eunuch, never touching a woman, right? It's good if you is that, right? But if you are burning in your lust, like it goes into 1 Corinthians 7, go get married, go get you a wife. Hey sis, if you're doing some sinful things or you're doing this, go get you a husband, if you can't hold yourself back. But just know, you do not want to be distracted where it's still taking you from your focus, your course. So 1 Corinthians 7:35, again in the NLT, I am saying this for your benefit, not to place restrictions on you. This is not a restriction. I want you to do whatever will help you serve the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai best, with a few distractions as possible, right? This is why it is better that we're content with the things that we do have, right? Because the more things that we do have, the less content we are with the little things that we have. Oh man, I need this, I need more, right? We have to always work on being content with the things that we do have, right? I'm looking for a side precept if I can't find it. I don't know if this is it. Is this it? I think what I'm looking for is actually in my phone, my other phone. Is it right there? Salaki family. I just said something, and I think I had something good to I think it's in 1 Timothy. Maybe it's in 1 Timothy. Let's try 1 Timothy. Let me check. 1 Timothy. Let me see. Maybe it's 1 Timothy. Hold on. Salaki family again. Just bear with me. Okay, yes, it is 1 Timothy. Okay, yeah. This is 1 Timothy chapter 6. And I'm going to start at verse 5. I'm going to read this in the NLT. It says, these people always cause trouble. Their minds are corrupt. They have turned their backs on the truth. To them, a show of godliness is just a way to become wealthy. Yet true godliness with contentment is itself great wealth, right? To be content in godliness is great wealth. That's why it's very important to be less distracted at things of the world, right? And have your face or have your life and your soul synced in with Yahweh Hashem Al-Shai. Verse 7, after all, we brought nothing with us when we came into the world. We can't take anything with us when we leave it. So if we have enough food and clothing, let us be content, right? Be content with just the food and clothes that you have, right? Because what did it say in Sirach? 1 Corinthians chapter 7, the verse 35, the last part, it says, I want you to do whatever will help you serve the Lord best, with few distractions as possible, right? So when we're content with the little things that we do have, right, it helps us to continue to focus on our true purpose. Verse 9, it says, but people who long to be rich fall into temptation and are trapped by many foolish and harmful desires that plunge them into ruin and destruction. For the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. And some people craving money have wandered from the true faith and pierced themselves with many sorrows, right? And a lot of us do that, let alone, yes, money is the root of all evil, but it's other things that take us away from focusing on our love towards Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. We're in the flesh. We should be working on our faith even more. But that goes back to Luke chapter 8, verse 14 at the bottom part where it says, go forth and are choked with cares and riches and pleasures of this life and bring no fruit of perfection. We too worried about feeding ourselves, feeding our own bellies, right? But we're not trying to feed ourselves with the fruit, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. You know, and that should weigh a lot on you when you're not focused on something that's way more beneficial than the things that we have on this side that is not beneficial, right? I'm going to go to another one in Luke. Luke chapter 10. And I'm going to read verse 38. It says, now it came to pass as they went that he entered into a certain village, and a certain woman named Martha received him into her house. And she had a sister called Mary, which also sat at Yahushai's feet and heard his word. So she's hearing the word, right? It says, but Martha was cumbered about much serving, and came to him and said, Lord, doest thou not care that my sister have left me to serve alone? Bid her therefore that she help me. So Martha stopped doing what she doing to tell the Lord, yo, I'm doing all this serving, all this work, house chores. Can you tell my sister to get up, Lord, and actually help me? This is what the Lord said. Yahushua answered and said unto her, Martha, Martha, thou art careful and troubled about many things, but one thing is needful. So it's one thing that's needful for all of us. And Mary have chosen that good part, which shall not be taken away from her. Right? And what did she choose? She chose to hear the word of Yahweh Shema Shai. Mary was learning the word at the feet of Yahweh. You know, we have to, and she just, Mary showed an example. I'm choosing Yahweh Shema Shai over my duties, over my chores, over the things that I know that's on my mind, this rent, this and this and that. She put Yahweh Shema Shai first. This is what we must do, you know? Let me get another one in Luke. Let's go to Luke chapter 21, verse 34 is the point. But I'm going to start at 32. It says, verily, verily, I say unto you, this generation shall not pass away till all be fulfilled. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. Didn't I read in whatchamacallit, 1 Corinthians chapter 7, where did it say it at? Verse 31 in the NOT, it says, those who use the things of the world should not become attached to them. For this world, as we know it, will soon pass away. This is going to pass away soon. So don't be too attached to the things that you have. And know that's a learning tip. If you are attached to things on this side, use that same energy to be attached on things above. The Lord tells us in Colossians 3, set your affections on things above. Matthew 6, lay up treasure in heaven, where moth and rust can't even get to it. The things on this side is going to wither away. Now Luke chapter 21 verse 34 was the point. And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with fainting and drunkenness and cares of this life, and so that day come upon you unawares. Right? So don't be overcharged with fainting and drunkenness and cares of this life. You know, fuck this life, man. This ain't nothing. You have to desire the kingdom, right? Let me actually get that because I quoted it. Let me get that in Colossians real quick. Colossians chapter 3. Verse 1, it says, if ye then be risen with Hamashiach, seek those things which are above, where Hamashiach sitteth on the right hand of God. Set your affection on things above and not on things on the earth. How much more? Just imagine if, brother, you and your wife, hey sister, you and your husband, hey, maybe your kids if you got some, is pursuing the Lord as a unit. You know how much powerful that is, right? When the whole family is in order, right? Oh, let's go to another one. Hey, they coming to me. Sirach 27:3, a classic that I love bringing out. Sirach 27:3, unless a man hold himself diligently in the fear of Yahweh Shemel Shai, his house shall soon be overthrown. So if a man is not holding himself diligently in the fear of the Lord, his house is going to be overthrown. So a woman that hear this and want a man of the Lord, she's going to be around to put herself aside, to put all those other needs aside. Yes, she's going to have moments where she get the little things, right? We're going to be content with the little things. The little things that is done, it gives you, you know what, I got comfort. But I don't want too much, because then I get too much. I feel like I'm taking away from the purpose you're supposed to have. Even a man of the Lord is giving enough to a woman, right? But hey, sometimes as men, we got needs too. We have to always get a little on this side, because you want to put as much effort as you can into Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Now that I'm here, I'm gonna go to chapter 26 just to show this other point, right? This is Sirach 26:33. It says, a wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord. So even more, when a man can see that he got a God-fearing woman, this woman is gonna, especially the woman, she's gonna know he's a God-fearing man. And if the Lord bless you with him, you have to be more of a reflection of your husband, because a God-fearing woman is a gift. Sirach 12:14. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed, right? We got to go into the history of how women was moving. Most women was being asked for certain things, or especially in the room or y'all in y'all chambers, that's a different communication. But a woman is always being active in her duties. Real women, you know, especially on this side of the faith, is not trying to be under their man 24/7, right? A woman is going to want that God-fearing man to continue to do the work of the Lord, because we got somewhere to be. You know, a woman that's dedicated to the Lord, but she love her man, wants her man to pursue where they want to be, and that's the kingdom, you know, because especially as men, we're not just laboring for ourselves, we're laboring for the ones that want to learn. Your household wants to learn. Your household don't want to be here, right? The more we have to be watching and being sober, you're watching what's going on in your household. You're watching the things that's around. You're watching the thing that's going on in the world, and you're preparing your family. The Lord is coming. The Lord is coming. You know, the more that we pressing towards the mark as a family, the more powerful the spirits on the right hand side is just guiding us, moving around us, right? Hey, I just said something. Message. Let's go to Psalms 34. This is what I was thinking of. Psalms 34 in verse 7. It says, the angels of the Lord Yahweh encampeth round about them that fear him and deliver them. Right? It's women that's fearing the Lord. It's men that's fearing the Lord. You seen Mary, she sat down trying to hear the words of the Lord at his feet. She fearing the Lord. How much more us, man? You know, just because we marry, clap, clap, bravo. But that marriage is going to be better in the kingdom. We got somewhere to be. We got a destination to get to, right? So what Paul is saying, because I know, you know, Sakari and other kings might not believe in Paul because, oh, he's saying it's better than a man don't be married. You got to understand through the spirit what he's talking about, because what Israel was doing. A lot of us in our past life was distracted with our relationships. Before you got in this truth, you was distracted. You didn't know this truth. Trying to please some of us. Some of these women got men that's not even in their damn life. Some of these women probably got kids and the man not even in the kid's life. You chose the wrong flock because you were so busy being involved in this world. Some of us brothers got the wrong freaking baby mothers. But I'm going to say the mother of my child because I don't believe in that baby mama. But some of us got the wrong woman as the mother of our child. We were distracted. We looking for love or some feeling or emotion in the wrong direction. And look what it got us. You know, you're dealing with downtown court situation, a man in jail or a man dead, right? But when he was alive, he wasn't doing shit. The kids didn't even learn this truth from their father. So just imagine in the world what the world give you. You get a nigga with a Happy Meal. You get a woman with a Burger King crown on your head. That's what we get when we in the world. You get monstrous children in the world. When you come in this truth, you start to appreciate it. You start to appreciate it more. You ain't calling your girl a girlfriend. You calling her your wife. Because a wife you lay your life for. And you doing it till death do us part. A girlfriend, you can go get you another one. The Lord is dealing with marriage. You understand? But when it comes to this marriage, ain't nothing like a woman that's following her man, right? Let's get another one, and then I believe I'll close, right? Because we should come together and agree on this. Let's serve the Lord together, right? This is the book of Sirach, Ecclesiastes chapter 25, verse 1. In 3 things I was beautified and stood up beautiful, both before God and men: the unity of brethren and the love of neighbors, a man and a wife that agree together. We need to agree together that we're going to pursue Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, right? That's the plain thing we need to agree on. First and foremost, where we going? We passed the date. I'm trying to get to the kingdom. If you ain't trying to get in the kingdom, you can't be my next. You know what I'm saying? That's the motion we got to have. So this can motivate us that, you know what? We love each other. We're with each other. But we're not about to let anything, a video game, anything in this side distract us from the goal. Sirach chapter 26, verse 1 to 3. Blessed is the man that have a virtuous wife, which goes into a righteous wife, for the number of his days shall be double. A virtuous woman rejoiceth her husband, and he shall fulfill the years of his life in peace. A good wife is a good portion, which shall be given in the portion of them that fear the Lord. You see that? The only way you get a good wife if you fear the Lord. Just imagine how that woman gonna move. She's not gonna be a distraction. She's not gonna be a burden. She's not gonna be naggy-taggy. She's gonna be what you need her to be, especially in this truth. Women start, look, you know what? That man do love me. He laying his life and he want to take me in the kingdom. All I need is maybe a little rub on the back. I need you to give me some loving, kissy, maybe this and this and that. But other than that, I'm about to keep it in the minimum, because he got something in store for me and my babies that nobody ever done for me. So why would I distract them? Through the spirit, a woman is going to grow and start analyzing her man. A man is going to analyze his house because he has to always observe. You know what? This and this and that. You know what? I'm going to put more attention on the kids, what they need. You a woman. I give you some money. I do this. Hey, you want to go do something? You and her, or you and her. Hey, you go do that. Me, I'm about to go do a lesson, right? A woman is going to cherish. You know what? He's still doing certain things just to make me feel like he loved me and he's still there, but he's still putting the Lord before me. In the spirit, a God-fearing woman is turned on by a man that's putting Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai first. That is the most attractive thing on this side, you know? And we need to make that more of the norm, putting Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai first. Because any man that love his wife, his mother, his father, his children more than him, you can't be a disciple. Me over here, I want to be what the Lord want me to be. So whoever it is that I love, that I want you, I want all my, guess what? You got to get put aside, because I'm trying to get us to where we need to be. And I can't do that being in your face. I can't do that putting you first. I can't put no distraction before the cause, before the mark. We're running a race. You can't get to the finish line unless you're moving. And wisdom is a moving motion. So all praises to Yahweh, B'Shem Yahushai, B'Shem Rakakwadash. Continue to press towards the mark. Continue to press towards the mark. Shalom.
Good morning, Your Highness.
Good morning, Your Highness.
Isaiah 4. And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, We will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name, to take away our reproach. In that day shall the branch of the Lord be beautiful and glorious, and the fruit of the earth shall be excellent and comely for them that are established. escaped of Israel.
I told you 2 things that have brought these women to astronomical heights of pride. That's the feminism and social media, man. And you can't compete with that. You can't compete with that. Okay? So what's your next course of action? You know it's not gonna last forever. Social media and feminism is not gonna last forever. What's gonna destroy social media and feminism? When all hell breaks loose. Now the ball is gonna be in our court. Now these women are gonna run us down because they're gonna need one thing: guidance and protection. That's where we come in. And it really won't matter what you look like, as long as you're a real man. And you can stand in the face of adversity and you have guidance and protection, or they're gonna run you down, man. All kind of beautiful bitches gonna run you down, man. It's gonna make your head spin. Okay? Come on, brothers. Come on.
I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure.
They're gonna come your way. So much so that you won't know what to do when they come your way. So many of them are gonna be coming down, beating down your door, because you have the one thing they don't have. You have stability. Why? Because you have the understanding of this truth, this knowledge, which is gonna keep you stable. Isaiah 33:6, the scriptures do not lie, brothers.
From whence also we look for the Savior, the Lord, who shall change our vile body, that it may be fashioned like unto his glorious body, according to the working whereby he is able even to subdue all things unto himself.
We're going to get a glorious body. That's part of the blessings. See, we had to go through this weak-ass body we're going through right now, going through all the sufferings of this weak-ass body. So when we get that glorious body, we'll know what it feels like, man. When we get that glorious body, we'll be like, boy, I'm so happy I got this glorious body. Now I can fly, I can disappear. When it comes to satisfying my woman, I have no problem with that. She's done. Next. Who's the next one? You know? There's a saying, a lion can mate up to 50 times a day. I've actually read it. A lion can mate up to 50 times a day. That's why the lion has the title King of the Jungle. Guess what our symbol is as Israelite men? The lion. Beginning with the tribe of Judah, the lion of the tribe of Judah. The lion is our symbol. Okay? The king of the jungle. That's what we're going to be, as Israelites, the king of the jungle. And the king of the jungle can mate up to 50 times a day. It tells you that in Isaiah, the 60th chapter. Us Israelite men go have lots of children, man. A lot of children. Like the Lord told Adam, go and replenish the earth. We're going to do just that in the kingdom of heaven. There's going to be sex, and more sex. So you brothers that's been sex deprived in this society, that's part of the curse. That is part of the curse that you're going through. That's going to change in the kingdom for us Israelite men. We're going to have the finest women, man. Like that song by the SOS band, the finest. We're going to have the finest women in the kingdom, man. And they're going to be ready for us whenever we like. The only time we ain't going to have sex with them is on the Sabbath. As it is written, remember, keep the Sabbath day holy. But outside of that, in the high holy days where you're not supposed to have relations. But outside of that, yeah, man, we're going to make up for lost time. Better believe it. Oh, yeah. Now women are going to be feminine. They're going to be beautiful. As they say, drop dead gorgeous and no body count. Think about that. Drop dead gorgeous woman, right? With no body count. No body count. You be the first to test drive. If you look at a woman as a car, you be the first to sit in that seat, test drive that motherfucker. And not only test drive it, drive it, period, because that's going to be your wife. Your wife for life. Your wife for life. That's how it's going down in the kingdom, man. And that's called the blessings.
So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. Male and female created he them. And God blessed them. And Lord said unto them, Be fruitful, and multiply, and replenish the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth.
Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai.